Hello everybody, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is the Starting 11 prediction show. It's the Champions League. Yes, it returns and Liverpool are travelling over to play Ajax of Amsterdam and we are not there. Oh my God, everyone's dream tie in European football and we're not there. But before we get into the Starting 11 prediction, which is what the side that I think Jurgen will put out, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, OneFootball today. They've been with us, as I've mentioned before, throughout all of lockdown. Their app is really, really good. You need to get onto it. You can download it using the link in the description, of course. So you can find out all your news around football. You can set notifications on leagues, on individual teams, whatever you want. Fixtures, if you just want to, maybe you're into your fancy footy or whatever, you just want to follow a certain few fixtures, or if you've got a few little bets on, you can do all that. There's videos on there, all your latest transfer rumours, absolutely everything you need to follow football like we follow football. So do download the OneFootball app by clicking the link in the description, get it downloaded and support them because they support us. So as I mentioned, we are here to predict Jurgen Klopp's lineup against Ajax. And before we went live, I knew that Liverpool are able, and any team in the Champions League is able to make 5 substitutions during the game. It was one of the things that they'd kept going. I just didn't know how many subs we were allowed. Now it turns out, I put a tweet out saying it's 7 or 9, it's 12. 12 subs you're allowed. Now, I found that out 15 minutes prior to kick-off, so we're not going to have all the player cards. It's just one of those things. So I'm going to start with the goalkeeper anyway. Adrian is going to start in net. Obviously, we know Alisson's out. He's back in training. No, that's all good. He's doing some work on jumping and stuff like that. Brilliant. Sounds like he's recovering from that shoulder injury. In the meantime, Adrian is going to be in net. I actually thought that Kostas Tsimikas would be available for this game, but if he was available, I thought that he'd play. But I put something into the comments, is he fit, just to sort of double check it, because Si mentions, and he's not on any of the physio room stuff, so he's not there, but he wasn't in the training video by all accounts from what Liverpool put through. I've had a quick scan through, a couple of people in the comments, shout out to them, thank you so much for pointing me in that direction. So I've gone with Andy Robertson at left back. I think Joe Gomez is going to play the left-sided centre half, or the Virgil van Dijk role. Obviously, I think that's because of where he played when he came on for Virgil in the Goodison derby. And then I think alongside him, Matip went for a scan, didn't he, Inspire on Saturday. So I think you're probably not risking Joel Matip in this game. So I'm probably going to drop Fabinho back into centre half and I think that that's what Klopp will do. On right back, I think Trent Alexander-Arnold might play there. Actually, I say that, I just swapped Tsimikas for Robertson because he wasn't in that training video. I just wonder whether maybe Nico could come in for this game, or maybe it's just one too many at the moment. At the base of the midfield, I'm going to stick with Jordan Henderson there. Obviously, we know that Thiago's got a bit of an injury with Fabinho dropping back. I think Jordan Henderson goes into that number 6 position. And then ahead of him, I'm going to say Gini Wijnaldum and James Milner, a guy who's been on the bench last couple of games. Obviously, Wijnaldum didn't play in the last game. Nice, fresh, as we used to call it, the Brexit midfield. One for them. Certainly, they've played enough European games between them to know exactly what Jurgen wants from them. And then I'm going to change it up a little bit as we go further forward. Let me know your starting 11s actually in the comment section. We'll look through a few of them as well, or if it's just a few changes and stuff like that. I'm going to go that Diogo Jota starts on the left-hand side, and I'm going to go on the right-hand side that Sadio Mane starts, and then I'm going to go Minamino up front is what I think Jurgen will do today. Now, the reason that I don't think Mo Salah will start in this game is he's played more minutes than any other Liverpool player this season. He's played something like in the 600 minutes. Virgil had played in like the 570 odd minutes or something like that. So at some point, and I think the point now, we're going to start rotating players. Not because we disrespect Ajax, not because we're disrespecting the competition, but because I think any changes made this early on in the season should help us in a couple of months' time when the games have been coming thick and fast for a long time. So I think Jurgen makes quite a few changes there, and one of them being that Salah doesn't start. On to the guesswork of the substitutes then. I'm going to start with Kelleher as the backup goalie. I'm going to go Reece Williams comes in. I'm going to go Joel Matip, although a bit of a fitness doubt, so maybe not. Then I'm going to go Nico Williams, Naby Keita, although again, bit of a fitness doubt. If he's fit, I'd probably start him, to be honest with you. Curtis Jones, Shaqiri's available and in the squad. Origi's available and in the squad. Mo Salah's available and in the squad. And Roberto Firmino. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 10 there. If Thiago's fit and available, I've got a Thiago card, so why not chuck him on the bench? And if Kostas Tsimikas is fit and available, I've got a Kostas Tsimikas card, so why not fit him on the bench? Other than that, we're pretty much down to the bare bones. I say bare bones, we've got 12 subs in this one. I don't believe that Vandenberg and Cometio, from the information that I've read, have been registered as B team players, which is why I've not put them on there. If they're not fit and available to play, I don't know how we're going to fill this bench out. I know that like the likes of Clarkson and Bonner and all those types of lads are all been involved, I think, as the B team. I don't know whether, well, A, we haven't got cards for them, and B, it's just, I'm going to print 10 cards to guess 2 names, and I'm not going to do that because it takes about an hour to laminate and print and make all these Photoshops and stuff. So that's my starting 11. Let's get into some of yours now. Mohamed Amin, why drop Salah? I'm resting Salah. It's a difference, and I wouldn't do it anyway. I'm resting him because he's played more minutes than any other Liverpool player. And I think, you know, when you've got Sheffield United, maybe he comes back in against Sheffield United, gets a goal there, maybe we get 3 points, blah, 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 blah. And then I think it's about rotation. Obviously, we've got Midtjylland next week as well, midweek, and it's a short one, isn't it, between the Saturday night and the Tuesday game. So I think you might need a little bit of rest and rotation there. So I'm sort of planning ahead here, looking at the next 3 fixtures, not just this Ajax one. Nat Phillips is a good shout on there as well. I'm not 100% sure whether he's been put on the B list, to be honest. So yeah, there you go. He plays Bobby Salah. He will play Bobby Salah and Mane, says Kyle Harrison, and he very may well do. Salman Qureshi, £1. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. I think changing Mane and Minamino positions would be better. We actually saw Mane, didn't we, the other day, playing that number 9 role when Bobby Firmino came off. Minamino has played on the right-hand side. I think it was against Everton at the end of last season. But again, I personally, yeah, I know he can do it. I know he can, but I think you're getting more because of his pace down that right-hand side. And maybe looking at Minamino in the 9. Other than that, I mean, what else is there? I mean, are we happy with the midfield there? I mean, I think, let's be honest, we probably all prefer to see a Naby Keita in that midfield 3. And then the other question marks, I suppose, are, and we talked about this a little bit on the build-up show, do Liverpool protect that defence a little bit? And maybe go a little bit more like that, sort of invert the triangle slightly if we're a little bit concerned about the back 4 without Virgil van Dijk. Then you got Henderson and Milner maybe, and maybe that would free up perfectly actually a bit of a Naby Keita in this position. But that's quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, we saw Henderson sort of being free to sort of buzz around and do whatever with Thiago and Fabinho in the derby, which would be quite interesting to see as well. But we know that he plays that 6 role really, really well. And that's probably why I've gone with him as the number 6. Just going to get back into the comments. Curtis starting at centre-back, Shaq in the 10. If we're playing 4-2-3, wants a position that he can play. We've saw him do that before in the past, so I absolutely agree with that. Bradley Myers just says 4-2-3-1. Yeah, you're probably a little bit late. I've just done that one. Reece Williams, Gomez and Fabinho in the back 3. That's the rumours. Reece Williams, Gomez and Fabinho. Reece Williams, Gomez and Fabinho. Okay, so we'll push them 2 lads up. We'll probably play Fabinho there. We'll drop a midfielder. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's 11. Okay, sounds. I mean, let's just play them like that. And let's play them a little more inverted like that. Oh, God, that's fucking nuts. No, none of that. No, thank you. Get back to where you were, lads. Not having that. I don't want to see a back 3. I do not want to see a back 3. I'll tell you that for free. We'll move them. We'll put Reece Williams back. I mean, this would all be made a lot easier if Joel Matip could stay fit for more than 6 days. That's part of the problem that we've got at the moment and why the Virgil van Dijk injury, other than losing your best player and the best centre-half in world football, is an issue, is that our other one is made of cheese. I'd have Milner in midfield, need some experience and a man who can do anything, says Kim Morrison. Completely agree with that. He's been chomping at the bit to get into the side as well, hasn't he? 3-4-3, just played that in the FIFA. Go ahead mode. Is Matip definitely out? No, I don't think he is. I think he's sort of 50-50 at the moment from what we're hearing. I checked on Physio Room and they said it's 50-50. He went for a scan on Saturday. We don't really know, but it's not supposed to be too bad. Played Ajax at centre-back, says Scotty99. Anyone seen me play will not wish for that. What's happened with Billy Cometio? Benji LFC 26. As far as I'm aware, he's not been added to the B list of players. So those youth players that are added to the B list, I don't know. It's very hard to find. It just says on a couple of articles that I read, we don't think Cometio's been added to the B list. So I don't know is the honest answer. Matip was always injured, to be fair. George J says Chris has finally lost the plot. Finally? Go ahead, why not? Kurt Jones, Gazer ball. I mean, yes. Yes to Kurt Jones. Everyone knows I love a little bit of Kurt Jones, and I'll take him in the centre of the park, if you don't mind, right there. And that does look nice, actually, doesn't it? But again, you know, for me anyway, for what I'm predicting for Klopp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes already, probably more when you can consider positional changes. It might be a little bit too much ask for a young lad like Kurt Jones to play in the Champions League against Ajax, although I'm sure he will have enjoyed his trip over there because he'll definitely have gone. And then it's about the 5 substitutes. I think this actually might make a bit of a difference to Liverpool. I was talking to Si about this off camera before, is that like, because we were able to make 5 substitutes over those 3 periods, that might help us against, obviously, Ajax and Midtjylland to rest and rotate and get players fit as well. Certainly, if they're coming back from injury, like your Naby Keitas, your Joel Matips, those types of lads there, that might just give us a few more minutes, essentially, to play with, to get lads up to speed and stuff. So there you go. That is my starting 11 prediction for Liverpool versus Ajax. Leave me yours in the comment section below. Download that OneFootball app, get it on your phone, help them out, help us out, and it really is a great app as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.